Happy Friday, Flosstube. Hello, crafty friends. How's everybody doing today? My name's Caroline. Welcome back. It has been far too long. Well, I mean, if you watched Carrie and I yesterday, then it's only been a day. But I haven't done a video on this channel since before the holidays, when we were well into our Flossmas Vlogmas celebrations. So hi, welcome back. Happy January. Nice to see you all again. I wasn't going to do a video today. I was going to wait until early next week and do a full-on Flosstube video, but then Carrie and I are probably going to do another Flosstube video next week. So, and then I had a package arrive that you are going to be completely blown away. And I had some finishes to share. So I have waited long enough to toot my own horn over these finishes. So I thought I have to share them, and I have to share with you, literally, because I have a gigantic gift away today for those of you who are interested in canvas work. So let's get started with my finishes, and then we'll get talking about canvas work in a little bit. So here we are in January. Today is January the 19th. It is Friday, January 19th, 2023. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Caroline. I'm recording here in London, Ontario, Canada, at my small business, which is the Evertote workshop, where I have a small online business. I am the exclusive retailer of all of the Roxy Floss Co floss products. If you hear some snoring or some weird noises happening while you're watching this video, that is my dog Luna. She is my little shadow, and of course she's here with me today. Finishes. If you follow me on Instagram, I have two Instagram pages. The Off the Grid Needlearts Instagram, I don't really use it anymore because all of my stuff that I post is usually always about stitching, and so it's just easier to keep track of one account. So I use the Shop Evertote Instagram page. So I've already shared these over there, so you may have already seen them already. However, I'm so excited. So first, I'll show you the smaller one. This is Busy Hands by Barrick. And I started this in the fall of last year. I think I started this in October of last year. I'm using a 32 count Panettone Roxy Floss Co linen, and I used a floss pack conversion that Hannah, who works here at the workshop with me, Hannah did a floss conversion to Roxy Floss Co floss pack, and I stitched it with that. 2/2 on 32 count. Busy Hands by Barrick, and it is finished. Isn't it great? This was really hard to put down, as you can tell, because I finished this in record time. This was such a fun stitch, and I think a lot of that had to do with the border. Frankly, I so wanted to get to the border, but I loved stitching the bird, and then the flower pot was just like giant swatches of color, and every single aspect of stitching this chart was pleasurable. It was released back in 2020, so it's been around for a few years, and highly recommend if you've wanted to stitch this chart. It's a great chart. 10 out of 10. Loved stitching it. There's a small error in one of my leaves. So I've told you it's there, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what I did. I just left it because I still think it looks totally fine. Just a little miscount on my part. But the one good thing about things like that is that it was creative license, so I'll just leave it. All right, now the second finish. Those of you who were with me throughout the month of December watching Vlogmas, you will know that I was working towards a finish on my Halsingland Blommer. And I did it. Are you ready? This was a long-term project. I was working on this one for probably 2 years. And it looks nothing like the cover photo. This is a modern folk embroidery piece called Halsingland Blommer. And Jacob designed this on a white linen with red floss. And I stitched it on a green linen with sort of a reddish brown floss as the main color and a like a corally bright pink for the accent. I turned it into a 2-color project. Are you ready? Ta-da! Done. Finished. So yeah, I honestly, and you know what? I am shocked, but the lighting is nailing the color. For like the first time ever that I've shown this on camera, it is actually showing true, which pleases me to no end because this fabric is almost impossible to photograph. So the details on the fabric, this is a one-of-a-kind Roxy Floss Co 28 count linen. You might see linens and flosses on our website that say OOAK at the end of the title. That stands for one of a kind. It means it's not repeatable and doesn't make it any less gorgeous. It's one of a kind. So 28 count linen, 2 strands of floss over 2. And this was originally going to be a cushion for my couch, but it is now destined to be a gift for my mother, who is going to frame it, and it's going to live on her wall at her house. And it's done. It's done, y'all. I know I should never say that. I can't pull off a y'all, but oh, can you believe it? Okay, so I'll bring it up so you can check out the quality of my stitching. Look at that. Right? This was comfort stitching for me from the time I started it to the day I finished it, and I will miss it. I will miss working on this piece. The border, you know, it was something that I could just load a needle with floss and stitch until the needle was empty, and it was you know, something beautiful took place, and I could do it when I was tired. So that the time of day when you feel like you're too tired to do anything, but you need that little bit of comfort of the sound of the needle going through the linen and the act of stitching itself. This was that for me. I love these corners. These corners, I think, are just such a beautiful design element. Yeah, just incredibly beautiful. You could actually hang it on a diagonal. Gorgeous. Loved every stitch. Yeah, I'm gonna miss that one, but I can visit it at my mom's. Okay, let's talk canvas work. Throughout the month of December, well, especially the second half of December, I was sharing 12 finishes. So we had the 12 days of finishes. And I took you around and showed you some of the projects that I have at my house that I've finished over the years. And 3 or 4 of them were canvas work pieces. And so it was really fun to show those of you who have never seen canvas work before, a brand new craft, really. It is so addictive. It's such a pleasurable thing to do. And I know we were sort of talking at the time about finding supplies, and many of you gave me great suggestions for people who are having trouble tracking down supplies. But again, any big local needlework shop is going to be able to either have those supplies on hand, or they're going to be able to help you track them down. Acorns and Threads, I believe, was one of the ones suggested, as well as Apparently Stitch It Central here in London, Ontario also has some supplies. I believe they have the canvas. Textured Treasures, which is in, they're on Facebook. They were one of our vendors at Stitch North last year. She specializes in kitting. She kits up her own canvas work designs. Anyways, just, you know, do a little bit of digging around. One of my favorite designers for Counted Canvas is from Nancy's Needle, and I believe you can actually purchase fully kitted up kits directly from their website. Anyways, lots of places around to find it if you have the wild hair that you'd like to do this. I also have some videos on this channel all about Counted Canvas, giving a more in-depth look at the supplies and the different methods of stitches. If you're brand new, I cannot recommend the designer from Nancy's Needle highly enough, because her charts are very accessible for brand new canvas work stitchers, and her instructions are wonderful. Very clear, very well laid out, great, you know, instructions and pattern, like stitch design instructions. So recommend her stuff really highly. But I did have one here, and this is actually the piece that I use in those videos where I'm talking about canvas work. If you just search off the Grid Needlearts canvas work, should come up with it. But this is the piece that is in those videos. As you can see, it's never been framed. It's still in the stretcher bars. I don't care. It's here. I look at it every day. It is from Nancy's Needle. It's called Starry Skies, I believe, and I couldn't love it more. It's perfect. It's perfect. I loved stitching this. So this is canvas work. This is what we're talking about here. All right, my battery light's flashing, so let me change my battery, and then we're going to talk about a gigantic gift away. Okay, so at the end of December, I was contacted by viewer Sharon, and Sharon reached out to me about canvas work, and in particular her stash of canvas projects that she was not interested in keeping in her stash anymore, because she just wasn't going to stitch them, and she wanted to send them out into the world in order for those of you who may wish to stitch them to derive the pleasure from them. I'm telling you guys, this is amazing. This is amazing. So get ready. So I'm going to show you everything first, and then I'm going to tell you how you're going to enter to be considered to win one of these kits. So this is going to be a YouTube giveaway, and you're gonna, I just said I'd tell you at the end, didn't I? But let's tell you up front. Let's tell you up front, and then you know what to do. You're gonna leave me a comment on this video. This is a YouTube giveaway. Do not use the word giveaway, and you must be over the age of 18 to put your name in the hat. If you leave me a comment, I will consider that you do wish to be considered. I am not going to be, you do not get to pick. This is going to be, I'm going to pull them in order, and if your name comes up, that's the kit that you will win. They are all equally gorgeous. They are amazing. They're all so beautiful. You will love all of them, I promise you. And that way, they all have equal opportunity to go to a deserving stitcher. So if you want to be entered, all you have to do is leave me a comment below, and the word canvas just has to be in your comment. That's all. Okay, so kit number one. I'm going to show you what was inside kit number one first, because it's actually something that I feel would be useful information for you if you're brand new to canvas. And these are going to be included in with this kit because Sharon had them in the package, so they will go back in the package and they will go with this kit. But I pulled them out just to show them to you because they're perfect supplies that you will need to look for if you're going to do this type of work. So canvas stretchers, that's what these things are called, okay? You're going to need a set of these canvas stretchers, and you purchase them based on the size of your chart. And the size of your design chart will tell you very specifically in it what size stretcher bars you need, okay? So I think this is a 14-inch, right? This is a 14-inch piece of canvas that I had. Oh yes, and tape is good. Tape is good on this type of canvas because it's very rough. And so you want to protect your clothing and your skin. It's not like metal or anything, but you'll appreciate a little bit of tape on there. So we always would tape the edges of my canvas. So yeah, stretcher bars. You're going to look for stretcher bars, and you need to buy a pair. The way that they're sold, they come in only two. I don't know why. Maybe somebody can tell me why they only sell them in a pair, because you need 4 to make a square. You can't make a square with 2. So I don't know why they sell them in 2s, but keep that in mind. You're gonna need 4 of them to make a square. So you need stretcher bars. Then thumbtacks. These are handy, super handy. I have staples in mine because my friend Neil put it together for me and he just stapled it on. Also fine, because he was a framer and he had it handy. These are very easy to use, and they also have, this particular pack comes with a lifter in it right inside, which is super handy because then you can get those tacks out when you're done and you can reuse your stretcher bars. Or you can just use them to keep your thing on a frame on display, whatever you may choose. So thumbtacks, stretcher bar, and needles. This is, I believe most of these are 18 count mono canvas, and the needle size is a 20 or a 22. I usually used a 22 as well. There is a pack of John James size 22 tapestry needles. And so these two things, the tacks and the needles, are going to be included along with this first kit. There's no tacks or needles in the other kits, just this first one. Are you ready? Fully kitted up. So this is called Summer Logs. The designer is Needle Delights Originals. It's gorgeous. It looks like a quilt. It's amazing. And you guys, it's fully kitted. Everything that you need here. The Karen collection, all of those beautiful, beautiful, beautiful threads that you need for this project. And the canvas right there. Everything's in the bag. So this is kit number 1, Summer Logs. And I'm gonna, right now, I'm gonna put those needles and those tacks back in that bag. There's gonna be a lot of crinkling throughout the video, so if you're wearing headphones, I apologize. I don't want to get any of this stuff messed up, so it's all staying in the bags. All right, kit number 2, we had Summer Logs. Now we have Spring Logs. Fully kitted, check it out. I don't take this so I can show you the pattern properly. Spring Logs. So there's the design, gorgeous. And all of the supplies needed. Non-smoking home, these are fresh and clean, and they look, everything is completely pristine condition here. Everything is like amazing. Sharon, this is incredible. It's such a gift, such a gift. You guys are so lucky. Okay, so Spring Logs, that's number 2. Number 3. Winter Logs. Look at that. Guys, I want to stitch this one so bad. I love those colors. Oh, those colors are so good. And all of the threads needed for that. Now I should point out that both Winter Logs and Spring Logs do not have the canvas work in them. So you will need to purchase a piece of 13 by 13 white mono canvas. So those are missing the canvas, but you guys, it's got all of the threads in there and everything is in perfect condition. So Winter Logs is number 3. I better keep these in order so I remember the order that we're in here. Okay, kit number 4, Autumn Logs. So I know I've done my seasons out of order, but that's okay. This one has the canvas. Look at it. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Autumn Logs. Look at those colors. Look at those beautiful colors. Incredible. You guys are lucky. Okay, last. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4 seasons. 4 seasons and one last one. So the first 4, those 4 were all from Needle Delights Originals. And have I done one of their, I think I've done one of their designs. Yes, I have. I've done a small, it was into a coaster. Again, very similar to Nancy's Needle in that very accessible, great instructions, great charting. You shouldn't have any trouble if you're new. The last one is a From Nancy's Needle design. Check this out. I can't even, you guys. Actually, you know what? I have this one in my stash. I have the chart in my stash. I don't have this kitted up. This is so good. Woodland Star. Woodland Star, fully kitted with canvas. Amazing. That's number 5. You guys, I've got 5 of these kits to give away, thanks to the very generous Sharon. So leave me a comment below. I am going to pull the winners for these 5 kits in 1 week. So next Friday, let's check the date so that we've got it, because I can't count to 7. January the 26th. I'll do it in the afternoon. So after lunchtime, January 26th, you've got 1 week to enter this giveaway. Leave me a comment below. Make sure the word canvas is in your comment. Do not use the word giveaway. B18. All that good stuff. So aren't those incredible? So I was like daydreaming over this stuff last night, you guys. I was, you know, looking at the charts and remembering the canvas work that I've done in the past. So I, of course, had to go digging through my stash pile in the other room, and I had to pull out my canvas love that I only worked on like 2 or 3 times last year. Seasons by Amy Bear Needle Points. This might be discontinued. This chart was gifted to me from a viewer named Laura many years ago. And I kitted it up and dreamed about it and waited and finally started it a couple of years ago. And here's, see, I write the word, this is a handy tip. I write the word top on my stretcher bars, and that way I always remember which side is up. That's where I'm at. So you can see there. Aren't those colors amazing? And I mean, and this is a pretty great cover photo, if I do say so, for Amy Bear Needle Points. That is Amy Wolfson. That's her name. This cover photo is very good. And yeah, I need to make some time to get back to this because it's stunning. I need more time, you guys. I need more time in my day. Anyway, I was not expecting to do a video today. I totally took some time off of the to-do list that's about this long because I couldn't resist. I had to show you my finishes, and I had to let you know about these 5 kits that I've got to give away. So Sharon mailed them all to me, and my business Evertote is going to mail them out into the world to whoever wins them. This is not closed to, you don't have to live in a certain place. I will ship anywhere in the world. If you win it, we will ship it to you. So feel free to leave me a comment below. And once again, a massive thank you to Sharon for letting me spread a little bit of stitchy kindness today out into the world. So on that note, have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. The next time you see me, I'll be curly again. I know, I talked about it yesterday on the other floss tube. I got a wild hair and I went pretty short this time. So I'm slightly petrified to wash it because I know it's gonna just pop up, and then I don't know. It's been a long time since my hair has been this short, so we'll see. But I really like the cut. If I could learn how to straighten it like this myself. I know, and I know lots of people always say, oh, I love it straight better, I love it curly better. It's 50-50, people are divided. I just do this because it's fun, and frankly, I feel like when you go and get your hair done and you spend so much money, and I think this is the thing that unless you have hair like mine, you don't understand this. You know, why don't you just leave it curly? Well, the problem is my hairdresser, if I just leave it curly after getting it done, it looks like a rat's nest. It doesn't curl nicely. In order to get it to curl nicely, I have to leave it soaking wet with a ton of product in it for about 4 hours. To let it dry naturally, and then crunch all the product out, and then the curls are nice, but I look like a drowned rat for about 4 hours. But you can't do that coming out of the hair salon, right? And so they do their best to put product in it and scrunch it up and make it curl, but invariably it ends up going completely frizzy, and then I'm so disappointed that I've spent so much money getting my hair done and it looks terrible, and I have to take a shower and fix my hair. I feel like I get my money's worth if I have her do something with it, and then I don't have to actually wash it unless it's humid, and then all bets are off. If it's humid, forget it. I might get a day. If it's raining, I might get 2 hours out of it. But it's winter time, no humidity. I can get a week out of this without washing it. So there you go. See, I saved this for the end of the video for those of you who really don't care. Oh, have a great weekend, you guys. I've missed you. I've missed being here. And I'll see you again soon. Happy stitching, everyone. Happy weekend.